Coach, they love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the Inner Harbor of Baltimore. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Cleveland Browns. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right. At the 20. At their own 20-yard line.
Down. Motivation. Check, check. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Second and 9 now from the 21.
Pick it up, guys. Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51. Right here, right here. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Let it go.
Jackson from the shotgun. Escaping the pressure right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Watch tight end. 3 down, 3 down.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's got Snead. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett. He's the one who runs him down, and my goodness, that is just a disastrous loss for this offense. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
Check 30. Slam, slam. Showing it, showing it.
Now it's Jackson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot. Excellent coverage. Didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On third down, Mark Ingram. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
Well, they got off the field on third down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Taylor now returning it. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Watch that in. Watch that in. Got his way. Watch the end.
They go play action with Jackson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hunt. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
First down, Browns.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. And he completes it to Hunt. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. This is caught. A first down there on a pickup of 25. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a second and second and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
And now again, the play clock's going to run out on them.
Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound
Coach. Thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor at M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Here's the scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Cleveland Browns. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. Fielded about a yard deep. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. This is Jerick McKinnon, who missed the entire 2018 campaign. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Ready?
Here's Jackson. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Jackson, always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Yeah, go to base. Rotate, watch the screen.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Forced out to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Got three down.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Get ready.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here we go. Hey, hold on. 940. Let's go one more. Check. Fresno. Go.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Tyus Bowser. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
40's the mark. Let's go, D. Tighten up. That's it. D. Tighten up. 40's the mark. Squeeze. Watch the run.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson, he's letting it fly for Cooks. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Jackson. Flushed out right. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
To throw is Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. Oh, he breaks another. Willie Snead all alone. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Browns drive about to get started, and they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jackson. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jerick McKinnon there. And now it's 2nd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, 87 yards. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. He's got Njoku over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
And the Browns first down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 29-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. To throw again is Jackson. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Tevin Coleman, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. From the 27, Jackson. That's pulled in by the rookie from Notre Dame, Miles Boykin. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Well, they completed the pass but lost yardage, so they'll decline the penalty.
Perfect play for them, isn't it? Who needs a penalty when you try and throw the ball, you don't even get it downfield, and they go ahead and snuff out the play. They'll take that as a result.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 51 the mic, boys. 51.
On third down, Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett able to finally wrestle him down for what's just going to be a huge loss, and it takes us to fourth down as well. And he's able to get it out of there. Taking on the midfield logo. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over first and 10. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. On the run, this is Hunt. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's second and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. Now after the false start, here's second and 7. Jackson. incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Jackson operating from the gun. He's going to air one out. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll run it with Coleman. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Tevin Coleman with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Dancing to his left. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This is fielded at the 27. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started. Jackson now, off the play fake. He sets to fire deep, and that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
When offenses dial up big shots downfield, they're not always for the guys out wide. Sometimes they want to go to their big target, deep downfield, and the defense breathes a sigh of relief. 50-50 balls, not easy to get away from the big targets.
On 2nd down, it's Hunt. And a Across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight.
Jackson now. It's complete downfield, out left to his running back. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On 2nd down now, it's Hunt. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
You have to give big-time credit to the cornerback on that play. Most of them like to just sit back and say, I'm playing pass. But he diagnosed that play so fast and got into the backfield for a loss of yardage. That's a monster play by a corner.
Now Jackson, off play action. Being chased out left. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, out comes the Browns kicker, Austin Seibert. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Seibert able to knock this one through. And with that, they'll take a 2-point lead here in quarter number 2. Now, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
After the made field goal, Seibert back out there to kick it away.
The Ravens take over at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half. and they've had the ability to see what you've done, they're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. Watch out.
From the 29, Jackson. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Okay. Spell. Turn up.
They run it with McKinnon. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Hey, let's go. Bring it. Check. West. Where'd he go?
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard that time, second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And the ball situated at the 9, second and goal. Now Jackson steps away to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing third down.
You run. Mike 50. Check the outs. Boom. Here we go. Set go. Mike 50.
Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, and can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to fourth down. So on fourth down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker, Justin Tucker, out onto the field. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Tucker's kick is good. Tucker named the league's all-pro kicker for the third time in 2018.
Go ahead and admit it. The only time that you get excited about Justin Tucker kicking is when he actually misses.
It's
and
rare.
excited is not the right word. Surprise is more what we're talking about. 90.1% coming into 2019. He's incredible.
That's Chris back. We got work.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, second and 11. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11. Here's Jackson to throw. Forced out to his left. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. A first down there on a pickup of 25. They'll run on first down. Hunt. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
From the 45 on 2nd down, Jackson. Throw complete right side to Cooks. 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Brandon Cooks. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Browns are back in front. Now the Browns offense will stay on the field as they'll go for 2 here.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
That's caught at the 3. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Escaping the pressure right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. We got to get the ball, D.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through, picking up the first. They go play action now. Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Phillip Gaines there defensively.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Well, they try to swing it on left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
To throw is Jackson. Throwing on 3rd and long. And he's got Snead. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Jackson now, 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. Play action. It's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 51 yards. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead.
He took you to school.
Tucker now to add the point after. And the lead is now 2. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go, man. Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Check three.
Now Jackson on first down. They'll go screen here to Hunt. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down, Brown.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
At their 48-yard line.
Let's go now. Go ahead, Reed. Go to the mud. Man, that's trash. Over. My 40. Hey, pick your game up. Let's go. Hey, go. My 40. We own this.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On third down, Hilliard, and he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. And they have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, it's Hunt. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Check 52. Under 10. Check 4.
They'll run again with Hunt. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down.
Really nice pickup on first down, leaves them with 2nd and short, and you figure, let's go ahead and run it again. But, boy, that outcome leaves you in a difficult third down, doesn't it?
Didn't stand a chance from the start. You could tell they were going in the wrong direction.
40's Mike.
Jackson to throw on third down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Austin Seibert on for the field goal. A 58-yard attempt.
And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over. This one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Back at the 43-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Mike
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 52 yards. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
SOS. Shit.
On first down now, run with McKinnon. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Jarek McKinnon. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Ravens capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Now it's Jackson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. T.J. Green with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
After the interception, here's Jackson, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. The Ravens on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is third down and 12.
Mike 50. Mike Hill. Double dog. That's the way. He's checking. Crash.
Jackson to throw. Looking deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
The Browns take over first and 10
Let's go.
at their own 16-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do? And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points mean this is now a 2-score game.
And 2 doesn't seem like much, does it? But it means everything in this situation, because now they're going to have to look back, and ultimately that might be the play that ends up deciding this game.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the fourth quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme.
Go.
I am glad you posted today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So for the Ravens, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.